I'm Jay.
I'm C.
I'm S.
And we just got back from the showing of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Yay. Oh, and I'm Slytherin.
I'm Gryffindor.
And I'm Hufflepuff.
Yay!
So we're going to give a film review on Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find Them. What did you think of it?
It was pretty good. The animation and effects were spot on.
Okay, so let's do this two ways. Let's start with, we'll talk about it as a movie, and then we'll talk about it as a continuation of the Harry Potter world integration process. So, how was it, like, if you didn't know about Harry Potter and his world and the good writing of those movies, how was the plot then?
The plot was kind of confusing because, it was started everywhere. Like, you just started with Newt, and then suddenly you had all these people, and he was somewhere else.
First, who names their kid Newt? That's Newt, that's Salamander. Cockroach over there, we don't speak about him.
Anyways, I guess that's all I get to say. What did you think, S?
I thought it was pretty good.
Okay, yeah, so we're getting down to the down and dirty. So it was...
Why don't you go through like characters, storyline, costumes, makeup?
Offstage suggestion. Muggle-born.
Earth to you.
That's right. Thanks, Mom. Okay, so we're going to start with the movie just as a movie.
I thought we went over
already
this.
did that.
No, you guys suck at
And
that.
what do you think, Jay?
Yeah, why don't you tell us what you think?
Okay, I think as a movie, it was a reasonably good movie. They had an amazing costume department. All the costumes looked great. The main chick, like, I can't even remember her name. There was nothing. There was nothing.
Either.
Yeah!
She has a name.
She stood out like a white wall. I'm serious. You walk into, like, a whitewashed room and she stood out like that white wall. Which is just like not at all. Her makeup, I don't know what she was wearing. I think she was only wearing foundation, so she looked like a ghost. She reminded me kind of Peggy Carter.
Yeah, but without the red and...
Yeah, she did no red lipstick, like her style kind of looked like her, and she did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. She was the Sleeping Beauty of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And yeah, I mean her sister, who's like, I mean they're supposed to have a strong female character, right, to appeal to the female audience, and I kind of feel like that was her sister. And her sister is doing all these cooking spells, and she's obsessed with fashion, and she's got her hair all perfect, so you wouldn't assume that she would be the strong female heroine. But her other sister, the main girl, did nothing. So the redhead took the stage. That's my opinion of it. What did I talk about? Costumes and characters? Oh yeah, I liked Newt. And I liked
But you don't like his name.
No, I don't like his name.
Or his hair. Or his face.
Yeah, his face annoyed me. Like the whole time he was just like... His face, yeah. Oh, I liked the other dude.
The fat one?
Yeah, the non-magic.
The Nomad.
Nomad. I liked that name too. I liked how it wasn't just Muggle wherever. They had like different names.
Yeah, but it sounds like literally, it's like saying no wizard.
True. You're not. You're the anti-federalist. We're the federalists. Back away. I didn't like... Okay, wait. Yeah, you guys should talk now.
Just cut that out. Right there.
Yeah, so what did you think of the characters? Like the plot development?
No.
Did anyone else get some serious Jim Crow vibes from the presidential laws that they had? Like, the Newt mentions it briefly in passing to the white wall girl, and he says, you guys have all these crazy laws like non-magics aren't allowed to marry magics and stuff like that. And that's ridiculous because, over in England, they've got, half families all the time. If you're going to keep everyone pure blood, you know, which Slytherin is, if you're going to keep everyone pure blood, you're going to die out as a population. Because, and then you're just going to end up marrying your cousins. You're going to be like the royal family in the medieval ages.
Oh, right.
Yes. Terrible dental problems. It's going to be horrible. And so I thought they were going to abolish that. I thought that Newt was going to team up, but no, it was like a Brave New World ending. Nothing happened. Nothing was accomplished. It just, basically, they went bad and they got back to exactly where they were when the movie started, except for like the giant...
They did put the animals back in the bag.
Well, yeah, but when the movie started, the animals weren't out of the bag. The only thing they accomplished in the entire movie was killing that kid that looks kind of like Edmund from Narnia.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing they accomplished.
And I thought he was like a little snake for a little bit, but that's okay.
Did you guys ever think that that kid got the spirit from his bag? Because I was curious about that.
I mean...
So technically, then it would be all Newt's fault.
Yeah.
But they didn't explain.
But wasn't it before he got there that like stuff was happening?
Yeah, true, because you see that broken down house and
Yeah.
the guy's like... Seriously.
The guy's
They
like
do
investigating.
explain why he does that.
There is a lot that was unexplained.
Yeah.
If they explained everything, it would be like a 10-hour movie, which I would probably go see.
Yeah, I would do that.
You get nothing done.
I liked how all the little creatures had their own personalities and like certain things they could do. That was nice.
I liked the little guy that stinks.
Yeah, the pickpocket guy.
Yeah.
Or the lock
He was
picker.
cute.
Yeah.
I liked, even though it wasn't a magical creature, I liked the lion and emu that were randomly walking around. And Newt's like, whoa, New York's so interesting. The other guy's like, this isn't how it is normally.
I don't know what happened over there.
Okay, so now I think we've covered it as a movie. It was good, it was funny, it had some good characters, except for White Wall Girl. We're not talking about her, she's the squib of the family. And plotline kind of sucked. It was an okay movie.
Yeah.
Like, definitely go see it, because everyone's going to be talking about it, but don't put too much cash into it. So now we're going to move on to talking about it in relation to the other Harry Potter movies. What did you guys think of that? Like, how did it fit into the universe?
Well, it was cool at the end when they did bring in Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
And it was like, ta-da!
He looked so perfect. I loved his face.
He loves his face.
face looked perfect. He looked like a psychopath right off the
He's my
bat.
favorite actor.
Johnny Depp.
He did a good job in his 5
like,
minutes on screen.
Little seconds.
He didn't even have his line, did he? Just sitting
Yeah,
there.
he did.
He said something.
He said something
He
to
said
Newt.
something
I couldn't
like
hear it.
sassy, I think.
Oh, do you really think you can hold me?
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
like
And the
that.
lady's like,
But we know she's not going to be able to because he breaks out and duels Dumbledore in 40 years. Another thing, isn't it interesting how Newt had the same backstory as Hagrid?
Right, yeah.
Like, I was talking to C&S about this, and it's the exact backstory when the Greenwald dude who's impersonating that dude with the black mustache, it's like you were expelled from Hogwarts for endangering human life with magical animals, but Dumbledore stuck up for you.
That's why Dumbledore did it again.
Ah, Dumbledore just likes to stick up for people who endanger human life
Yes.
with dangerous animals. That's what we've learned. Ooh, what did you guys think of the president?
She's Storm from X-Men.
That's all C can think about. I thought it was interesting how, you know, in Harry Potter, they call Fudge the minister to mime the prime minister of the Muggles, but in America, they call that woman the president. I can't remember her real name, but she was the
I
president
don't think she had a real name.
to mime the American president, you see? So, but the government, the wizard government in America was so controlling, it didn't mime the American government at all.
It was kind of interesting to have her be a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there
So how
were
was the movie?
It was okay. Can
I
walk with
liked
you.
it. I liked the animation and special effects. That was good.
Oh, special effects in
When
it?
he was singing in the bar.
Like it.
Yeah.
That was cool.
yeah.
It reminded me of the
Actually,
scene from
filming.
Star Wars, like when they have the bar scenes. Oh.
The Tan
They're filming those
philosopher.
Was this set during the time of the 18th Amendment? Because they seem to be talking about probation a lot. When Sean gets up, he's
Oh,
like,
right.
we banned saloons, and now we're going to get onto the private bars. And then when they raid the bar where Newt's at, prohibition.
Thank you she can't speak. I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give it stars from 1 to 5. How many stars would you give?
Well, based on what? I can't just.
On the whole thing, just
On the whole thing?
as a whole.
Okay, what's a 0-star movie?
0 star.
Okay, what's
The
a
4-hour documentary on the printing press.
Okay,
And
what's
what's a
5-star
5-star movie?
Narnia.
Harry Potter number 1.
Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah. And the
Casablanca.
Philosopher's Stone for those of you from the UK.
Mm.
Okay, so yeah, it was. I would actually give it a 5 because it was really interesting and it had you on edge and you wanted to see the end.
Yeah.
But the ending, I would separate the ending from the movie and give the ending a 3. The ending
2.
was-
I would give the ending a 2.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
If I was in charge, who hired David Yates? He slaughtered Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix, and they're like, hey, let's give him another go. Maybe he'll be better this time. Never know.
If David Yates finds this, we enjoy your work.
Well, you
Thanks for trying.
need to go back to film school.
We'll cut that out because that's not nice. Okay.
So yeah, it was a good movie, but the ending was horrible. And that's all I gotta say about it. You guys want to wrap it up?
Do you have how many stars?
I'd give the whole thing a 4.5.
Yeah.
Solid.
Same. The whole
What
thing.
brings it down in your opinion?
That ending?
The ending.
Yeah.
Definitely. How about you?
And I feel like Newt didn't say a lot. And it was just sweet facial expressions. There was
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
talking.
Again. The whole time.
Okay, that was fun.
Hi, catch us next week for
Hi.
something.